And I know it's a movie. I know it's a movie, but it's real life. The Purge is a documentary. Like, who are you to close off Earth? For legal reasons, if any kids are watching, you already know. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about the first Purge and New World Order. So, hope you have your wine, your water, or your rolling tray, or whatever you need to tune in with me. Woo! So today I got that bubbly. What y'all sipping on? What y'all puffing on? Let me know in the comments. So yeah, today I really just want to jump into this because it's more real life than conspiracy. The first Purge. And when I say the first Purge, I don't mean the first Purge movie. I mean the last Purge movie, which is called The First Purge. And if you haven't seen it, don't rush to turn this off. It's not really spoilers. I'm not talking about the movie. I'm talking about the predictive programming. So let's just hop right in. The movie starts and you see them inside of this camp. And they have this junkie asking him all these questions about what would he do with his time, offering him money. He's just like so excited, like, yeah, I'm gonna purge, like, and they're like, you know what, that's a good way to put it. We're gonna call it purging. We're gonna come back to Skeletor, okay? So pretty much they set up these camps on Staten Island and they offered everyone in the projects money to stay on the island. They offered everyone who lived in the projects money to stay on the island during purge night. Even if they don't purge, if they do purge, they get more. But if you don't, you still get money just for staying. Now a stupid person is gonna say, oh, free money for me to stay in my house, right? You know, easy money. I live here anyway. I was gonna stay anyway, so now I'm getting paid to stay. Wrong. Are you dumb? Somebody offers you money to sit and do something that you've already been doing. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. You've been sitting here doing this. They were watching you this whole time. Now they want to give you money to stay for this night. No, that's the opening. Those are already the red flags that people were staying and taking the money to stay on the island. So y'all are probably like, okay, Shelby, we've all seen the Purge movies. We know what they are. What does that have to do with us right now? Okay, let me tell you. The NFFA, the New Founding Fathers of America, is basically a government structure that has no president anymore. We've all been saying that Trump was the last president, and even this presidency though, this election, I don't care what none of y'all say, it was fraud. I argue with your mother. Anyway, with the New Founding Fathers of America, there's no more presidents. They're just this group of people who oversee everything, basically. Scientists wanted to do a case study to see what people would do if you give them the opportunity where all crime is legal for a night. The government then overtook this whole project and decided, you know what, no, we are going to take this opportunity to kill black people. They took science, per usual, because this was a basic science experiment. They just wanted to know what people would do. They took science and made it political. So fast forward, it's purge night now. They are watching the entire island with all of these cameras that they have set up. Some time passes, nobody's purging. You know what people are doing? They're having parties. You know why? Because on a regular day, black people partying is basically illegal. So people in the hood took their time out during purge night to throw block parties because that's what they wanted to do. They didn't want to kill anybody. They wanted to drink and smoke and do their little dancey dance. That's all they wanted to do. And because that was not happening, you know what they did? You know what they did? Because now all of America is watching, right? They're sitting at home watching the news. Let's see what Staten Island's gonna do. They're gonna kill each other? Are the Negroes gonna go crazy? If y'all think that's not how they sit at home and talk about us, one person was purging out of the whole island. One person purged. Other than like people doing little petty things like stealing like out of ATMs and like they're not doing no heinous crimes though. Like everybody's just kind of minding their business. Here comes Skeletor, the junkie from the beginning I talked about. He's the only one running around on a murder spree. He's just killing everybody, doing all of this stuff because he's angry. And they're using him as the example on the news to act like there's all this murder happening on the island when it's really just this one guy running around doing stuff. And it's like so isolated, the stuff that he's doing compared to all the people on Staten Island. Then even that wasn't working because this one man is still not enough because you took out this whole night to make people think that if you give Americans the right to purge, they're going to go crazy, right? So you have to provide this now. Now this is entertainment. Which that's all the news is. Anyway, it's entertainment. It is media. It's not real. When none of this was working, They sent in the military disguised as people from the island, and not even well disguised. They are in all black, looking like military, all in uniform, shooting people up in the street and doing things in tanks. We don't have tanks. We got the 6 train. I'm really confused, like how anybody on the news could be like, yup, they gave them the chance to have all crime is legal and they went and got tanks. Like, where are we getting tanks from? And I know it's a movie, but it's real life. The Purge is a documentary. So these people they sent to infiltrate when there wasn't enough purging going on. Sounds a lot like Antifa to me. You got a peaceful Black Lives Matter protest going on downtown. Oh, let's throw Antifa in. Protest outside the Capitol? Let's throw Antifa in there. So now as the movie goes on, we learn that their plan all along, when they hijacked the scientist idea, the NFFA, their main goal was to depopulate the low-income areas because they were tired of giving government assistance. Mind you, these are things that they put in place to make us lower than them. This sounds a lot to me like... Also, another thing that the Purge taught me is that this is full-on history lessons from watching movies, because predictive programming is real. Say it with me. Predictive programming is real. And it's not predictive because they're making it happen. So it's just programming. They're blaming global warming on overpopulation when that's literally not the case, because there is enough space on this planet. First of all, there's places on this earth right now that they won't even let us go. You can't even cross this line in the sand because they said so. So if we were so overpopulated, wouldn't they open up these areas? No, because they got Area 51, they got aliens, they got stuff that they hide in. You got Atlantis under the ocean, you got all of this stuff. There's just so many things that they don't want us to see, so they just closed off areas on Earth. Like, who are you to close off Earth? They keep saying that we're overpopulated, there's not enough food, there's not enough this, there's not enough that. You're spraying chemtrails in the air. You're spraying our fruits and food with all types of pesticides and all this stuff. You're putting all of our men in jail or killing them. Like, where, like, please, your jails are overpopulated because you need to let people out. Global warming is a scam. Another thing that we learned is that the projects are a cage. They sell you with these, like, you know, these steel doors and protective hallways, and if something blows up, nothing, you know, you're safe and everything. Like, they make you think that it's safer inside of your apartment because of all of the stuff surrounding you, when really it's a cage. Because at the end of the movie, when they needed to come and kill, when they realized the Purge wasn't working and people weren't killing each other and they had to get rid of them because they already started this night, they locked them inside of the project buildings and then they knew it was a mouse trap. Literally, it was a cage. People lived there their whole lives and couldn't get out, but you got the military coming in, bloop, 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 2 seconds for them to get inside your door. This steel door that nobody can get into, like, you know who can get in. This country is disgusting. They put drugs in our neighborhoods hoping that we'll take them or sell them and either end up or in jail. They put weapons in the street hoping that people would use them on Purge night, and when they didn't, they took matters into their own hands. Here was another thing. They didn't even have to physically be out there either to shoot these people that were like outside. They were using drones. What have we been seeing on Instagram? These little police dogs running around and shopping carts that just deliver food for Postmates for themselves and all of this technology, and they're trying to take over with technology and AI. I know y'all might think that is like great, like, oh yeah, flying cars. No, they are going to chip you. You think they are going to give you a flying car without connecting you to the car in some way? So we have commercials right now where they're trying to normalize connecting people with their cell phones and to technology. No, I don't want any technology inside of me. I am human. Are we even all fully human at this point? I don't know. If I'm part alien, either way, I'm not part technology, so leave me alone. It's crazy to me. It's like, when you look at the first Purge, Us, Get Out, horror movies for Black people is always something realistic. Like, everybody's like, this is not a horror movie. I don't understand why it's horror. Because you are being hunted in your everyday life for just being you. That's why this is scary. They want our genes. They want our babies. They want our bodies. They want to transfer their consciousness into us. And when that doesn't work, then they just straight up then they like hit us with like all of this church stuff and like all of this passive everything they tell us to be, and they teach us all of this be passive and be patient. It's like they really try to push religion when they know that they are on some bull. Even like the way the Purge starts, all of the Purge movies, it's like a little broadcast before the Purge starts.
Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the Purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
Like they always, may God be with you, and like this is God's plan. What? Y'all trying to depopulate the earth is God's plan? No, I'm pretty sure that's not, what God did when he made the earth. Like, you cannot someone and then say it was their time to go. No, their time to go is something naturally happening, or you know, even an accident, something like that. Like something happens, it was their time, you know, it just happened. It really depends on what everybody believes in. But what I don't and will never subscribe to is that in their sleep, maybe okay, it was their time to go. You know, somebody gets old, it's time to go. You do not get to come and people and be like, oh, it was their time, pray to God. Like, I really didn't have anything too crazy or too deep to say about this movie. It was just a few bullet points so that you guys can go back and watch it and see how we're being programmed to think that the things that go on around us daily are okay, and how they are preparing us for a purge. They are. If you believe it or not, they are. It's already going on. And I mean, that's all I really could point out about the movie, because the rest of it was about Naya and King. Was it that her name? Naya, whatever. I don't even remember the girl's name. You know, there's always got to be a love story in the middle of the world ending, and I don't get that, because if the world's really ending, nobody got time to go stop and be making out and doing a bunch of, like, I hate, like, that's so unrealistic. Just like The Walking Dead, why they gotta, like, who has time to stop and get pregnant in the middle of a zombie apocalypse? First, y'all haven't even bathed in mad days. There are a lot of movies that were put out to program us, and I have a lot more to talk about. So, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Yeah, more videos on the way.
So I'm gonna hit this line one more time.